Hello and welcome to my third PHP tutorial. In this tutorial I'm going to show you how to print out Hello World. This will be your first proper PHP program that we're going to be writing, and I'm also going to show you how to place it in a correct folder where it should go. Well, we're actually going to work directly out of the correct folder. I think that would be the best. But anyway, so what you need to do for Windows users, you need to go into your C drive, and then I think it's find XAMPP, because I think I did tell people to install XAMPP. And then inside there you'll see htdocs, and delete everything in htdocs, and then just follow through with what I'm doing. Ubuntu people, obviously you follow me, and Mac people, good luck. So anyway, click on Files with Ubuntu, and work your way to the computer, and then work your way to var, and then www folder. Note my index.html is already gone here. I deleted it. If you don't, or if you never watched, or you don't have Apache and the PHP plugins and that's I installed to host so that you can view your page that you're going to be writing, please review my tutorial 1 video to explain how to do this. And yes, let's start. The people that are using Windows, you can just continue what I told you how to get there. So now let's just go and say right click, new document, empty document, and we're going to call this one index.php. Now the reason you call it index.php is whenever someone comes to your website and whenever someone types in your URL, it directs them to your web server. Now what happens is the web server immediately directs it always to index.php. You can go and edit this in Apache files, but it's too much of a hassle, so just write it as index.php. You can also write it as index.html, but if you write it as index.html, the PHP will not work. When the server sees PHP at the end of the file name, it knows that it must interpret it in the PHP language, and the server side must take over. So anyway, open your PHP file, and I have taken that you have watched my tutorial 2 that goes over some basic syntax. I'm sorry for my dogs barking at the end of that video. There was someone in our garden that shouldn't have been there. Anyway, let's carry on. So we're not going to write any HTML. What we're going to do first is we just want to get the hello world out so you can see what it looks like. So let's start with your tags for PHP. There you go. Now your PHP code is going to go in between these 2 lines here. So we want to say hello world in our browser. So how you do this in PHP is you say echo, and then these in, and then semicolon, inverted commas, and then semicolon, and then go and say hello world. Then go ahead and click save button. Now this will save as index.php. You don't have to go file save as from your source net. That's the one advantage from working from a PHP file. It's not always necessary to have duplicates of files, but when you're working on a big project, in any programming language, it doesn't matter how simple the language is, always make copies. If you have 20 flash drives, make 20 copies on all your flash drives. If you have cloud storage of some company, use your whole bandwidth to make to upload. If you really don't know, or you've got an internet connection but you don't know where to store, make an account of Google, and you can store your stuff in Google Drive. It's free, and I think you get 10 or 15 gigabytes of storage. That's quite cool. But anyway, let's check out our hello world now. So click on your browser, any browser, doesn't really matter. Now what we want to do here is, because mine immediately takes me to google.co.za. Now in here go and say 127.0.0.1, and this will take you to your page, and there you go, hello world. The code there that we've written is now printed out. Now I want to also show you a bit of HTML within the PHP code. I was talking in the second tutorial that sometimes the code becomes too cluttered and not blocked and so forth, and too many people, they go and let me show you how some people actually code, and this is actually very bad coding practice. I'll start to say HTML like that. Okay, now my Genie is doing that. Then I'd say echo. Let's put the rest of that there, and I'd actually build the whole HTML file using echo, echo, echo. That's so much unnecessary typing. I've never recommended it. I've never seen any book that I've read recommend it. And yeah, also a great book to get hold of. It's one book I've read and I've always suggested it to lots of friends and other colleagues. It is called Beginning PHP, Apache MySQL and Web Development. It is from the Rocks. I don't know, someone there. But anyway, you will see the link at the bottom from Amazon. You can get it. It's a really great book. They show you everything. That's incredible. The only thing I don't think I've ever seen in it was network programming, but we will get to that later on. But for now, you can mess around with the Hello World. Also, let me just show you one other cool thing. BR for break line. You did see that earlier on. I think it was in the HTML video. Anyway, so we've gone there. I've saved it and I put the BR in there. I've put a HTML tag into words there from Echo. And if you go and you refresh, it's going to print it in 2 lines there. So this is a representation of how you can put HTML in your PHP, but it's usually recommended to actually put your PHP inside your HTML because you don't want to over clutter everything. If you find yourself typing more HTML than PHP, then build the site from HTML completely. Whereas if you build in something simple like, let's say, hello Tom, let's do that like that. It's a more personalized and you only need 1 line, so then write it in HTML, in PHP. But in the next video, I'm going to show you a little bit more about PHP coding, getting a little more advanced, some more information, me blabbering on a bit more about stuff. But you'll also notice that even though this is just a Hello World tutorial, it's always good talking about other things as well, because you'll pick up on other techniques and so forth. But anyway, keep watching, subscribe, and you can find the link for the book from Amazon in my description. So please subscribe, keep watching, and tell everyone else about this. Thank you.